Hello and welcome back. Now something completely different from the normal radio videos and reviews, because on this video I'm gonna attempt to restore a bike. That's right, this very cheap Muddy Fox Vortex bike here that I picked up must have been about 4 years ago. Probably one of the cheapest aluminium frame suspension bikes that you can currently get. It's made by other manufacturers as well. It's very generic, and all in all, not too bad really, this bike. I think these go for around about £140 retail. I actually paid a lot less than that, but that's a bit of a long story. And overall, well, you get what you pay for. It does have a rather nice lightweight aluminium frame, which makes it worth buying in my book anyway. But of course, lots of cheap components on this bike. It does have disc brakes front and back, but well, never really very much good, these disc brakes. They squirrel at low speeds, quite difficult to adjust, and they tend to drag on the discs as well. So we're going to be replacing those in the rebuild. Fancy a pneumatic front disc, because that's a lot more progressive, and these sort of mechanical disc brakes can tend to sort of snatch a little bit under sort of heavy braking. So we're going to probably change that to a hydraulic pneumatic disc at the front and just keep a mechanical one at the back itself. This bike does have suspension. I'll probably be leaving that alone. Not all that particularly fussed about the suspension, to be honest. And in the frame, well, yeah, it's starting to go rusty. This part here, the frame is mild steel, and round by the gear selector on the back, it's all starting to go rusty, which is pretty poor, to be honest, for a bike that is relatively young. But of course, everything is sort of made at a cost. And then the handlebars here, as you can see, these are sort of also going rusty, so they're going to need a repaint and a little bit of an upgrade. And well, these plastic brake levers, yeah, they work, but I don't actually like those, so they'll be replaced with an upgraded Shimano set. As will this gear selector. This is also going to be changed to a Shimano gear selector, because I didn't particularly like this one. And a lot of the other components as well. We're going to use basically low-end Shimano gear and upgrade the bike as we go along. So Fred, why not just buy a new bike? Well, yeah, you can do, but you know what? Even if you spend 3 times what this bike cost, you'll still find cost savings on that new bike, and some of the components are still not as good as you can get yourself at a reduced cost. So that's the idea of the video. I'll do some time-lapse pictures. This is going to take me quite a few weeks to do, so I won't make too much video as I go along. We'll do it in time-lapse, and hopefully you'll see the development and the final product. Well, that didn't look too bad in speeding up time lapse, but in reality it did take a few weeks actually, spending a little bit of time on my days off. But here's the completed bike, and as you can see, look, I took a rather cheap, nasty and rusty Muddy Fox bike and it's turned into something bespoke, because if you're going to do it, well, why not do it for yourself? So you can see I've put different decals on there. Now then, the radio guys will get the CT 1664 straight away. That's Charlie Tango 1664, and the FIS, well, that's, well, actually no, I'm not going to tell you what that is. If you can tell what FIS is, it's pretty obvious really. Well, shove it down in the comments and I'll let you know if you're right. Now, I know someone's going to want to know the cost of this restoration. Well, it came for just under £150, and that did include the paint as well. So yeah, not too cheap, but on the other hand, you know, it has got some nice components on it and it will ride and stop a lot better than it did. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Something a little bit different as always on the Fred in the Shed channel. But as for now, I'd say cheers, thanks for watching, and take care everybody, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye bye now.